On today's episode of Homeworthy, we're bringing you an exclusive look inside a gorgeous bedroom designed by interior designer Julie Hayes for the dazzling Kips Bay showhouse in Dallas, Texas. The room exudes lightness and has a tranquil palette of greens, whites, and pinks. The fern wallpaper boldly extends to the ceiling and seamlessly continues to the bed upholstery. A lattice wall divides the space, creating a social sitting area and a bedroom reminiscent of a treehouse retreat. Enjoy! You're watching Homeworthy, where we believe every home has a story. Be sure to visit our website, homeworthy.com, to discover amazing furniture, art, accessories, and more, all handpicked by our editors to help transform your house into a home. All of the items are inspired by the episodes you see here on Homeworthy. Enjoy!
Hi, Homeworthy. I'm Julie Hayes with Sims Hayes Design, and welcome to Fern Returns. This is a room that I wanted to showcase freshness, lightness, a real feminine energy for a grown daughter. I decided to divide the space into two halves, one for kind of a seating area, congregating with friends, and then, so we have the bedroom section here. It feels like a treehouse. We have this window that has beautiful trees. The green fern wallpaper gives us an elevated feel with the stripes going up to the top of the tray ceiling instead of the bottom. We also have this lattice detail that's made out of plaster on the ceiling with a fern accent. Also in plaster, we have our vent returns and registers. And you can see that the wallpaper installers perforated the paper so that the pattern can continue up. Also, another little detail that I love are the lampshades from the Sister Parish fabric that we had made. It's just a nice detail that continues our green and white story. Also, Vaughn Lighting, beautiful lighting that they do throughout the room. And also formations with our plaster kind of repeated in some of our chandeliers. And then here we have our treillage or lattice wall that separates the room. And then it also, since this has one window in the room, this oval gives us a peekaboo from the sitting area into the window. So I wanted to have some warm elements as well. I like to have black with green and white. This is an antique chair that I own. I love the caning with the Charlotte, England wicker piece that's under the little altar table. So I like these brown kind of warm elements with the fresh space. It can kind of helps anchor it. I wanted to do a mood board. I think that collecting ideas is such a fun thing to do. And I know that my daughter, who's in her 20s, is obsessed with doing that. I like hanging art on boards. I think this mirror, even though it's not literally art, I think it has the same effect. It gives some dimension to it. Again, we upholstered the back of the board in the Sister Parish fabric, just kind of gives it a polished detail. It's just been kind of a fun talking piece just to see. And also, I love mixing art on top of the wallpaper. We continue our color story. These colors sort of thread through the dressing room. This was a space that was a closet with shelves, and I wanted to, since we do have a closet, I wanted to do a little dressing area. And you can see we have a beautiful Fromental panel that's super elegant, glamorous, and dressing chair, and then a French marble and brass dressing table. We also have the beautiful closet with clothes. We have a client that has some stores, and she was generous enough to outfit the closet with her pieces from Clover, Cabana, and Canary. We're back to the sitting area. The furniture, the upholstery, this is something that I designed. It's an Meredith Ellis fabric that is part of her new line. And I've also hung a piece of art above the sofa on the separation wall. I feel like any place can be a place to have art. It always gives another layer that makes it interesting. And then also I love this color. This beautiful pink boucle from Rogers and Goffagon is one of my favorites. This is a Gio Ponte chair that we had reworked and reupholstered. And I think it's super inviting for the kind of cozy seating area of this space. Again, we have vintage pieces. This from Jean-Marc Frey, Vaughan Lighting. And I think that the mirror that reflects the window, the light, also this fern lamp with the mirrored detail I think is really nice since this is a windowless area. And I was at the new Tiffany's store and I saw how they were using silver for plants and orchids, and I really, really loved bringing that in for into this space, kind of an older thing that we haven't used in a long time, and I really love silver. I think it's time to kind of break it out of our silver closets. One of the things that I really love about this room is the bed, and I love repeating the wallpaper, the fabric, the pattern again on the upholstered bed. I think that people really like an upholstered bed. It's comfortable, it's inviting, you don't hit your head on anything hard. And I love to do custom bedding with monograms or without, either way. This is a ribbed matelassé instead of the diamond pattern. And then this is actually an applique, and we used a striped thread run instead of a solid, which I think this turned out really nicely for that. And again, on the sheets, sometimes we match borders and sometimes we try to match color. I really am a fan of winter white with a crisp white. I think this is a very feminine lace detail, and I think that I think it makes it a little more interesting. Also, who doesn't love like a yummy cashmere throw? And this pink one from Ellis Hill is just very, very warm and inviting. I kind of want to tell you about this dividing wall. For a long room like we have, I think this is almost 23 feet long. When I process a space, I really like to take it to paper. I work things out, and I looked at the space and I saw that if we divided it in half, we could really create two rooms here. One, again, without a window, cozier seating, and then on the other side of the wall with the window, it has kind of a treehouse feel. And when I did this on paper, I kind of had an aha moment, and I knew that that would work. And it's interesting, when I work with clients, I think if I had tried to sell this to somebody, this idea, I don't think that they necessarily would have bitten. So it's kind of great to get to show this in a show house. It's kind of a little different, but I think it worked out, and I love that we have these two areas.
Thanks for watching. Go to homeworthy.com for exclusive content and shopping guides.